What's up, guys? This is CHYLD, and today we're looking at my single Moving Forward. We're going to open up the Ableton project file and see what we got. I'm very excited because I want to do more of these. Let's do it. So maybe you've already heard the song. Maybe you haven't. That's too bad. You should go listen to it. No, but to be less of a jerk, I would say that it's was one of those singles that kind of was easy to make, so it was easy and fun to make. So there's not like too much going into it. There's 89 tracks, but also hard to really track that because it's actually probably less. So there's actually probably only there's probably only 75 tracks because the rest of this is a separate song. Right? Yeah. Which you cannot hear yet because that's coming up. So from there on out, you're not allowed to hear it. So we'll go up to 77. That's that bar right there. So like I said, not a lot going on. There's 70 something tracks, probably it's 75 it looks like. And you know, a lot of it is, look at this madness. The last drop here. A lot of beeps and boops going on in that last. I hate saying drop, but it is kind of like a drop. It's like a breakdown. It's like a not even a chorus. So can't call it chorus when it has no lyrics, I guess, in my opinion. But let's look at what we got here. I mean, when you hear the song when it starts, you're hearing this. Which is just like a serum patch. I don't know if it is mine. So it's if you're a fan, you might know a tune of mine called Cherry Tree. So this is my tune Cherry Tree. So same sound. Yeah, I'm sorry that I couldn't find you sooner. Yeah, I'm sorry. So that is the bass. The same patch, but I'm just using it as like a synth now, which is pretty cool. You've got that, and then you've got this little, like, don't know how to explain this. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was gonna be the glass sound, but there's also that. So there's the glass sound. Combined with the percussion. Makes a pretty cool little, I like this a lot though. I like the very tight percussion. And then obviously you've got my my main vocal. You don't even know it. You're too afraid to show it off. Just keep moving forward. Keep that up, it don't hurt. So all you do is pause. Yeah. Which is pretty cool. I mean, I sometimes like to do this thing where it sounds like it's in a different room, and I don't do it that often, but with this, I thought it'd be a cool idea to start that way, where it's almost like, where is this person, like, or where is the voice coming from? It's like a very cool effect to me. So without it, it would sound stupid and like this. All you do is pause, and you're waiting for your moment, and you don't even know it. You're too afraid to show it off. Just keep moving forward. So there's a couple things to that. I have the panning almost all the way to the right. It actually starts off 39 and then ends up just automating all the way up to entirely right ear. All you do is pause. So there's the effect. And it does this thing where leading right into this, it's almost like this is part of the verse. So going into this next part of the verse, we get sucked into like a very close, dry, in your ears. I think same shit, different day. You know that's just where we've got these very like standard. I love. I've been telling a lot of the artists I've been working with now because I say like you're kind of gonna hear me go for these drums. I've been doing these drums a lot. I don't know why. Like this year, I've just been doing like boom, pap kind of drums, just simple. Because I don't know, maybe it's also because I'm not in a funk phase, but just like been really feeling the funk groove. And I feel like if you have that drum pattern, it kind of lets everything else shine, which like for here, is this kind of weird wonky weird funky sounding wonky bass. Just forget about the fame, throw that shit away and think about yourself for once. So this vocal, by the way, has some different stuff going on. Just forget about the fame, throw that shit away and think about yourself for once. Just forget about the fame, throw that shit. It also kind of sounds like it's in a room. So that would probably have to be this Fat Drum Studio hybrid reverb thing. Just forget about the fame, throw that shit away and think about yourself. Some automation with the little boy, little altar boy rather. And then it looks like, yeah, there's a couple spots where I add automation to the auto tune. Anywho, so I've had a lot of people ask about my vocal processing or my vocal mixing and stuff like that. So I will dig absolutely deep into that in a different video because I'd love to do that. I'm obsessed with vocal mixing. I think every voice is so unique, and I love working with voices and seeing like it's always like it's like a process, especially working with a new voice. But I've gotten to the point where I'm familiar with how you should kind of treat a voice, and honestly, less is more. But it depends on the voice. Like I said, everyone's voice is so different. I might treat like a Jelly Roll vocal, like his voice, extremely different than like Katy Perry or something. You know, I think it just really depends. But I think you also have the, you know, the twist on, well, modern compression, like pop, crispy sound, like there's kind of a common theme. All vocals should kind of have this like be in the front, nice and bright, crispy, like, and then it depends on the style. So that's why it needs a separate video, which I would love to do. So I think let's get on to the build up. We've got some cool stuff here. We've got so I think this was the moment where I was like, okay, I've got a cool song, because I had these chords and I was like, yeah, this is cool. But once I find something that's like, oh, that's pretty, then it hits me and I'm like, yeah, this should be a song. This should be a single. And just something about this little... Obviously, I had kind of this build-up going on, so like the reverb, you can kind of, if you take a look, you can kind of see everything is just building up. So the reverb builds up, the decay time of the reverb is building up, the compression of it is kind of, actually kind of, I probably had to go a little softer on the compression since it was opening up so much. So see how the compressor goes down, but this EQ goes up as well. So it's opening up, it's the reverb, but I obviously guess I had to chill with the compressor since it was like, you know, it was probably just gaining a lot. So this is the main thing of the song, of the. And this goes also into the vocal mixing stuff, but if I take a lot of this stuff off, let me just take like everything off, except for auto-tune. Just keep moving forward, just keep moving forward, just keep moving forward, just keep moving forward, just keep moving. So the auto-tune's heavy, for sure. That was on purpose because of everything else that I did to it, which I'm going to show you. Just felt like, yeah, we can auto-tune this thing like crazy. So if we take everything from scratch. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. First EQ. Just keep moving forward. Second EQ. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. About -3 decibels of gain reduction, whatever. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving. Little gate to clean it up. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. De-esser right there, another compressor. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. EQ. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. So from here, like this is a really nice clean vocal. I've cut out a lot of this muddy, like below, it looks like 255 hertz. Not a hard cut. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. A little roar. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. So now here's the little altar boy. We're at -5 for the formant. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. Just keep. Only a little bit of this hybrid reverb room, but if we use more, you can kind of hear what it's doing. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. We're only using a little bit of that, but it looks like mostly this reverb has a high, dry, wet, and like no decay, no like no room. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. And if you asked me, I knew this was gonna be next. This EQ cutting off like everything. I was gonna say 300 hertz, so it's not nearly that bad, but it's cutting out a lot of that bassiness. Just keep moving forward. If I were to maybe revisit this now, I'd maybe go like. Just keep moving forward. Just keep maybe not as low, so maybe get rid of or just not go as far with it, but just keep moving forward. Ensemble deep this is like a version of chorus, so it's kind of making it a little wider, a little bit. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving. Which is nice. So it's a little bit wider, a little bit more compression. So this is being side chained. Just keep moving forward. 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 And then a final compressor. You know, I'm gonna go over this in a different video too. Everything, a lot of the things I do, a lot of people that work with me know this, that I do this, and it's weird. Multiples of 3. I don't know why, but it helps. So sometimes I might be in a situation where something just sounds like I'm not sure whether to keep it here or move it back a decibel or move it up a decibel. So I might be, and it's usually a sign. If I'm at like -8, I'll be like, just make it -9. If everything is in multiples of 3, scientifically in there, it should all mesh. I don't know why, but then again, it doesn't really matter. You could have the track chains different, and then like the master track, like the volume there, different too. It's something that got into my head when I first started working on music, so I think it's just been stuck that it should be in multiples of 3. So there's that. But so it was at 4. I'd probably take it to 3. It's because it's just the littlest bit hot, but that's it. So something like that, I'd probably do, but that's basically the drop. It's just. You can hear some of these effects. Let's go over that in the drop. Let's do that little synthy stuff. Maybe take a quick peek at the rest of that, but then I want to focus big on the last drop there. So the thing I like doing the most, which you might hear a lot in my music, is a delay that is very bouncy. So what I mean by that is the delay is so quick that the echo on it just almost sounds like it's bouncing off of a very small room. And it's when you change that, when you mess with that, you get these really cool, like springy sound effects, which you can kind of hear. Whoa. Sorry, my computer's freaked out. So that's no automation. So it's not moving. It's just. But then right here, it's gonna give it a nice springy effect because see how it changes. So that little, it's like a spring. So if I leave it right there, you can kind of hear. If I pause it where you can hear the delay. But that's what it's doing. And then this one. So that's when it gets like. You can hear the, it's just, if you automate this, so you can have a lot of fun with that. It's kind of a little bit of a goofy thing, so I don't do it that often, but. There we go. And as you can see, I had the on-off for the delay automated as well, because we only want that coming through a couple times there. So look at the verse is pretty much, I mean, the second verse rather is just the same. Look at all the time you waste. It just keeps going. In my head, this was going to be a cool TikTok transition or a TikTok thing. All you want is gone, and look at all the time you waste. It just keeps going. I kind of wanted something a little weird, but obviously it's not that crazy. But oh, and then with this, I just had fun with the just gotta move on the build up here, because it was a little bit of an accident because the delay was just left on, I think, and then I just started kind of recording more things, and it just sounded neat. Yeah, super cool. As it just kind of like keeps building up. You'll see or hear that rather in a lot of my music. This kind of build up quickly to a very small, right in your face moment. So that brings us to the last drop. You should have heard the original demo. I'll play it, but it's super embarrassing. All right, so this was the idea. When I was done and I was like, what? Like, I could end it there, but I don't want to end it there. What else could I do that's really cool? And I thought, you know what I never do? Just like a nasty breakdown. And I was like, I've been really trying to do more funky things. I want to do something funky. And it was just not, it was just like something I did in like 2 minutes that was like, all right, what else, I wonder what I could do. But this is but that was the idea, is to just kind of stay on that one register and then just jam. Because I never have. I was like, man, I never just have like jams. Like I have solos sometimes, but I never have just like jams. And then I thought, man, let me make this. Let me bring back some of my older electronic dubby kind of. So thus. There's obviously a couple things going on, but I usually have a track for every little different sound. So this track is this sound. This track is this sound. This track is this, which is, that one's super clean. I love that one. So all those together would be, which I don't like combining basses, but like in this situation, I was like, oh, cool, that sounds sick. And then with the bass, yeah, I was like, that's fine. Little, what is this one? There's that little one. Yeah, the little clicks, little, you know. Yeah, these little cool little funky things. And I just do it in here too. And then you can still hear this is playing in the background too. So it's almost more like a percussion that you can hear that. I thought to myself too, I was like, it's gonna sound cool if even without the drums you can kind of like, you know, bump your head a little bit and like have fun with it. But and then change the note, go a little bit lower, and just really build it up a little bit. Especially, what is that other sound that I use? There's that. All of them sound great, but I guess it was just like that moment of like of all those together that I was like, oh yeah, this is fun. And then obviously you just need like a clean sub. I just use like a sub. And then I use this tool from Roar called Made for 808s. So as soon as I found that Made for 808s, I was like, I should probably use that on 808s. Just very clean. That's it. So, you know, this is only my second ever project file breakdown. I don't like to keep it so long that you're ripping your eyeballs out. But also there might be some people that are like, wait, go back to that. What is that thing? What did that do? How do you do that? So let me know if there is anything that I missed or should do in the next video. Let me know in the comments. All feedback welcome. Make sure to subscribe, follow for more. I'm going to be doing this more often. I'm going to be posting these. I'm going to be posting some little tips and tricks, some other things of like how I did that or like how you should do it. And like I said, everything kind of depends on the song, like what is best for the song or like what's the best decision creatively for the song or the production. So a lot of it depends, but some of it's like very like, no, this is the way all of them should be, or you know, so there's things, you know, for production and mixing and mastering and these tools, and I'm very excited to share that. So like I said, comment anything that you feel like I should go deeper into. Comment any questions below that I can just reply to, and subscribe for more, and I'll be posting more. So I appreciate you. See you in the next one.